Right, today's video is going to be a little bit different, I think. Well, it will be different because I don't generally make videos in this kind of vlog style, but I did say on my video that came out at the weekend that I think this week I'm just going to do something a little bit different and see if I can try and get a few more videos out in a week. I did say daily. I'll try my best. It's Tuesday now, so we'll see if this comes out on Tuesday. But yeah, the reason being, I'm not sourcing this week. I've got so much stock that I need to be getting on with, which I'm about to show you. And you know, it's the sensible decision to not source. Not that I think there will be the opportunity, because it is looking pretty rainy, but I need to catch up. I need to get on with what I've got and start actually processing this stock in terms of photographing it and listing it and selling it, because it's all well and good keep buying and buying and buying, but if it's piling up, you're going to run out of space eventually, and it just doesn't make great business sense to keep buying when you've got stuff to be getting on with. I have obviously said that I do appreciate having this stuff. I much prefer to have a backlog of stock to work through than having none at all and having to source, but there does come a point where you've got to put the brakes on and start processing. So yeah, I'm just going to take you with me through this journey. So like, I've already done the school run, so I do a school run every morning just to kind of show you a little bit more maybe about my day and how reselling fits for me, because one great thing about reselling is that it can really fit into so many different people's lives, whether or not you've got the time to do it 9 to 5 and you want to make it a 9 to 5 job for you, or if you want to fit it in around other things that you have going on in your life. For example, I do school runs in the morning, I do 2 school runs in the afternoon. So I'm out of the house pushing 3 hours a day in a car doing school runs. So 15 hours a week of my life is doing school runs. So naturally this kind of stuff fits in all around that. And if you're in a similar position to me, then there you go. But this is where we are at the moment, and this is what I'm going to start focusing on. So look at the state of this, and I'll tell you what, it's actually looking a little bit better than it was. But we've got stock everywhere that just isn't being processed. So I still got these chairs. I bought 2 of these for £2 each, not even photographed. I've got one here, one sitting in my conservatory. I've got auction stock, this hi-fi record player, Lego sets from ages ago. I've still got these minifigures. I sold some, but there's still loads in there. There's a coffee machine, the speakers are part of that. That is all trainers in there. So starting from the bottom all the way up is just shoes and shoes and shoes and shoes and trainers, which obviously need sorting. There's piles of clothes everywhere you look. We've got piles here, another pile there, pile there. That's a bag full of unprocessed clothes. We've got still loads of handbags and boots and shoes from when I got the massive haul recently. That's another bag of clothes from a jumble sale that I have got a video to process, but I haven't actually got around to processing the secondary part of the video. We've got these bags. I said on my last video, I recorded when I went to the boot sale on Saturday, and then I went to charity shops afterwards, and I must have done something in my pocket, because I've got all the footage from the charity shops, but I've got no footage of the boot sale. So I've just uploaded it to my laptop, and I think there's probably going to be enough in there to create like a little bit of a charity shop video. But in terms of all the boot sale footage, annoyingly it's all gone, which is a shame, because I've got some nice things, and you know, it just felt like it was rolling into being quite a nice video, which now is half a video. But yeah, you'll probably see that coming up at some point. But you may remember me picking up this PS3. That was so long ago. Still got that VHS player, these Mercedes car mats. This thing, God, how long ago did I pick that up? Still haven't touched it. Haven't touched this. Haven't touched these things. There is just so much to be getting on with that I need to process this stuff. And obviously this is just the garage. As you may well know, I have a container unit as well, and that's, you know, that's bursting at the seams too. So it's not a bad place to be, because all of this stuff, you know, it's money. It's money sitting here ready to go. Once it gets listed, gets sold, it's all good. It's going to be pumped back into the business, but it won't be sold if it isn't listed. It's not going to sell itself. That is down to me. So today I'm going to be processing some clothes. I've already got another pile in the house ready to photo, so I'll show you my little process of taking photos of clothing at the moment. It has changed a lot. We've got a little model of a man up there that I've used. This plasterboard was my backdrop for a little while, but at the moment I've started to do it inside, a little bit of natural light plus a ring light that I use. So yeah, I'll show you that process there. So yeah, I'll tell you what, let's head in now, let's have a little look at that. And this is my setup currently. So it's far from professional, of course, but I mean, as you can see, it's a white wall. It's a it's a screw, sorry, that is actually got a picture generally hanging on it, but I'll take the picture off, have that there. I have the ring light and it produces, you know, decent photos, decent enough for eBay as far as I'm concerned. So I've got a pile of clothing down here that I'm getting on with, and I'm just going to take the photos. I then lay them on the floor with the tape measure. Oh, look at that, how embarrassing. I'm wearing elf socks. Obviously you don't see them when there's shoes on, but you do see them when there's sliders on. Lay them on the floor, take the measurements, and that is how I've been going about taking photos at the moment. And so far, produces some pretty good pictures. So I'll pop some up on the screen of this here, just so you can see what kind of pictures it produces. And you know, this ring light, nothing special. It's like 20, 30 quid off Amazon, something like that. But it does an all right job. So this is my process at the moment, and I'm now going to be getting on with some photos, crack through that pile there. Right, there we go. These are now all photographed, so it is 25 past 11, and I've photographed how many pieces here? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 items photographed. And the way I operate is my clothes are stored over in the unit in particular lines. So I have a jeans box, I have a shirts box. Ladies wear needs to improve because it's all just ladies wear at the moment, which is not good enough because it gets mixed up obviously. I have a polo tub, and I have like a jacket and jumper tub, and another not jacket, you know, like kind of track jacket, and then actual jackets. And I've got tubs over there. So what I'm going to do now is get over to the unit, show you the state of it over there, because like I say, I've got a lot of work to do. Enough is enough, got to get this stuff moving. And I'm going to do a bit of organisation in the tubs, get some of these clothes put away, because as you'll see when I get over there, I've got bags and bags and bags that I need to condense into the tub. So let's go. What I thought I would just add there before we head over to the unit is that obviously I've taken all those photos. So my process for clothing is to take all the photos on my phone. It is the only thing that I take photos of on my phone. Everything else is done on a separate camera that I have, which maybe I'll show you in another video, because I don't think I'm going to be taking any photos on it today. But I upload them all to OneDrive, and then I have a folder on my computer, which it obviously all syncs with. And then there's a little bit to always keep them on this device. And then I do very, very slight editing of the main picture, like just making it maybe a little square if I haven't quite captured it in the center. Takes very, very little time. And then I've got all my photos on the laptop ready to list. So now I've got this folder here. It's got all my photos of the clothing that I've taken. This is pretty much all I've taken today, which was those 15 items. These ones I actually took up to there, which is a nice, how do you say that brand again? Zadig and Voltaire, that was a nice one. But yeah, so I've got these ones already. Other than that, everything below that I just took. So yeah, that is my process for taking photos, and then I can get straight into eBay from here, list everything from my laptop. I have actually never listed anything ever on eBay not on a laptop. So I've never used my phone to list an item. I've never used an iPad. Like PC, yes, but I include PC and laptop as the same. Like a computer is how I list absolutely everything, always have done. I know there's a lot of people that now do it on their phone and sell similar and things like that. But yeah, everything I do is using my kind of little template that I use for my shop, all on my laptop. I was looking for this at home. Right, so I'm at the unit now. I'm gonna got a couple of jobs to do. One, I want to sort out the clothing in here because it's a bit of a mess. I've been putting bags full of clothing in and not kind of getting them into their relevant boxes. and the boxes that I've got are unlabeled at the moment, so I work on memory of what box is what and what I can see inside. But I've bought some stickers and a Sharpie, and I'm going to label them up because it just makes sense. So let's get in there now. I'm going to do that. You're going to see just how much stock is in there, because I've got a lot of stock that I need to be dealing with. Like I say, this week is about getting cracking on with the lying around stock that needs organising, photographing, listing and selling. And this is the current state of affairs in the unit. So this, I mean, it's just a whole mixture of stuff. Luckily I'm quite good at remembering what everything is and where everything is, but like, that's car boot stuff that's going to a car boot. This is listed footwear that I just brought over in a box. That is also car boot stuff. That's car boot stuff and listed stock. Those books I just put in there because they needed to go over there. So again, I know what it is. Loads of clothing for the car boot, loads of bags of clothing for the car boot. Pretty much everything on this side is all car boot fodder. They're just empty boxes. But this is what I'm talking about. So I've got more footwear here that needs putting away. Bag of clothing. This is all photograph listed. Clothing, handbags, boots, footwear. It's all listed. This is all photographed and listed. It just needs putting down into the boxes, because that is where I am at currently at the moment, in terms of I've just been putting it here and not putting away in the boxes. But we've got a lot of space in the boxes, so we can get this stuff away. This is an unlisted melamine table and chairs that I bought, which I really quite liked. 1994. Someone varnished it in 1994, 2010, and I think there was another date on the table of 80 something or other. But yeah, just stock everywhere. Not, you know, this corner and back here is not very well looked after. You know, I'm going to get another rack. I need to get more racking in here. I've got this bookshelf that could probably be put to better use, but I need a couple more racking up in that corner, because there's just a lot of disused space there. And once I do a boot sale and get rid of, you know, there is nothing here. I mean, these, goodness, how long have I had these? Still haven't even looked at them. They came in the unit. Need to sort them out. But with the exception of those two units down there, all of that is to get rid of. You know, I'm not going to be selling it online. It is either going to be sold at a car boot sale or donated to charity. And then this stuff I need to get moving. But there's just so much I need to process. I've got to sort a lot of stuff out. These chairs I've had for a while now from the auction hunting series. The interest hasn't been great at the price I listed them at. I need to do something about that, because I've had them quite a while now. But for now, what I'm going to do is get the clothes that I've just taken photos of. They're in the car. I'm going to bring them in. I'm going to get these tubs down. I'm going to label them up, and then I'm going to put some of these clothes away, get this area a bit more organised. Right, so what we're going to do, I've got labels. These are what I used to print a long time ago, my addresses on, and stuck to my packages long before I bought labels on eBay. Going back years now, but still got these in the garage. We've got a Sharpie. I'm just going to label some of these up. And some of them are obvious, but I'll still label them anyway. So obviously, this is ladies wear. Now, as I said, ladies wear, it's not really cutting the mustard anymore, because there's ladies wears blouses, there's jackets, there's trousers, there's skirts, there's sweatshirt, there's all kinds, dresses, all that kind of stuff, all in these boxes. So I've got, I'd say maybe 3 or 4 ladies wear boxes, maybe 5, but I don't think I have 5. And it's just a mash. So when I need to find something ladies wear, unless it's pretty obvious and I can see it here, I do sometimes have to pull out potentially 4 boxes to find the one item. I never lose anything. I always find it. I could not tell the last piece of clothing that I couldn't find. I do find things, and it is generally pretty quick. But sometimes, like this one here, it's not as easy to see that that's the shirt box. So I'm just going to label them up. Now, one thing I've just discovered, which I'm not sure if you can see from there, but this is falling off. So that just shows the age on these stickers. They actually don't have the same level of tack. Is it called tack? I think that's what you call it, isn't it, with stickers. But luckily I keep my tape supply over here, so I just tape over them Got loads and loads of rolls of tape. I won't be running out of tape for a long old while, so I've just used my little tape supply down there, and I'll just tape them on instead. Now it's more important for me at the moment to be getting these ladies wear, or just all the clothes away, but ladies wear in particular is one where I said I do need to organise these tubs better, but I'm just getting them in the tubs today. And I think what I will do soon is decant these out into jumpers, into wools, into skirts, all that kind of stuff, dresses, and make individual boxes of them. But for now, they're just going in the ladies wear tubs. Got to a jumper box and it's pretty empty, so it's time to fill it up. I've got a lot of boxes, a lot of jumpers to be putting in there in June. I ran out of labels. I underestimated how many of these tubs I had. 2, 4, 6, there's 14 tubs I've already done, and I've still got another row to go. So now it's just a matter of seeing where there's some space. Like there's some space in this top tub here. I know I've got some shirt space in there, so I'm going to get a few more of these bits into there, and then I'm going to call it time on the unit for now, because I have to head back, I have to eat some food, and then I need to get in the car by about 2 o'clock. This is every day for me to do my school run. So I leave here about 2, collect my daughter, come back, drop my daughter off at home, and then go and get my son for 3:15. And then I'll be in at about 3:45, 4ish again, and then we'll see when we resume work again slightly later in the day. There we go then. Happy with that progress. I've got quite a lot of it condensed into the tubs, and now here as well I've got like ladies wear, a menswear pile of trousers and t-shirts and jumpers to go. That's all trousers, which I have a separate box for. More menswear jumpers, ladies wear pile, another ladies wear pile, some more men's trousers, a pair of shoes. I'll just pop them up there for now. But yeah, we certainly made a big dent, because once all of this is done and I can start to make this space, it's going to feel a little less claustrophobic in here, because let's face it, it is right now. But like I say, I'm off now. Gonna go get some, there you go, you can actually see me. Gonna go get some lunch and hit the road. Right, so I've had my lunch, like I said I would, and I'm now on the road, which is my daily kind of routine, if you like, of doing the school run. So about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I leave home, head down the A12, the lovely A12, if you know the A12 in Essex. It's relatively notorious at the moment. I'm driving past roadworks and at 50 miles an hour. There's always something going on the A12, but luckily it's not been too bad recently. So yeah, I'll go down and get my daughter at 2, come back, drop her off, and then I'll go and get my son for 3:15, and then I'll be back sometime shortly before 4, and then that's generally when I will go and drop parcels off as well. So that is my day today. That's my Monday to Friday. And obviously within reselling, you're in control of being able to do that. That's one huge positive with reselling, is that I can do this. You know, in my previous working life, if you like, when I actually had a properly full-time Monday to Friday day job, I was out of the house 6, 7 in the morning, maybe not getting in till 5, 6 in the evening, and I didn't have that control. I couldn't just go to a school, play if I wanted to, so I'd have to miss them. Didn't do any school drop-offs, any school pickups. You know, it feels like a lifetime ago now, but one great thing about reselling is obviously that you can do this. So yeah, it's nice, but it does take up a chunk of my week, but it just means that you work around it, and I work in the evenings listing. Might go in the garage and do some packaging in the evening, might take some photos in the evening. You know, I can use those evenings, like late evening, when I've been with the kids, we've had our dinner, all that kind of stuff, they're settled down for bed. It just gives that opportunity to do it then. So yeah, you make it work, and for me it works great. It's a great setup to be able to mould in and around your life that you want. And I was also just thinking about, in regards to what I just did at the unit, you know, like in reality that took no time at all. It's so easy to put things off. You know, we all do it probably every day of our lives. You prioritise the things that you want to do slightly more, or you know, prefer to do, and those things are maybe not even that difficult. It's all a mindset, isn't it? We tell ourselves these things are hard or difficult, but in reality they're not. We just don't want to do them probably. And putting labels on boxes took no time at all, but I've been putting it off for a while. Making those clothes go into the tub so they're not just piled up on the side. It's just effort. It's not hard, it just requires a little bit of effort, and it is important sometimes to look at it and go, do you know what, I need to do this. I need to put that little bit of effort in to tidy this up and move on, because otherwise it's just going to get out of hand. So I'm glad I've done that. Tomorrow I will go back and do the rest, and then that just gives me some space, and it allows me to then crack on with the next load of clothing which I want to photograph. Obviously I showed you in the garage, and start moving with that stuff, because this week is, yeah, it's a real get my act together week. Got to ensure that what I've got is what I want to have. If the stuff is in there that I don't want anymore, I'm not sure if I'll be able to squeeze in the boots out this week. If I can, brilliant, I'll do that. If not, I think there might be a fair chunk donated to the charity shop as well. So yeah, we shall see. But I'm going to call it a day now. I may well do some listing tonight, but I'll update on that tomorrow, because I will try and do another one of these videos tomorrow. Hopefully get this one out tonight. Let me know what you thought. See, a fair chunk of it has been me just rambling, and yeah, it's a new style for me to do this kind of vlog style in the day and just talking about random bits and pieces. I'm doing them. I'm much more used to going out doing a sourcing video. But yeah, let me know. Hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the like if you did. It really helps the video and the channel. Hit that subscribe if you want to see more reselling content going forward. And like I say, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one.